Hope everyone's doing fantastic today. This is a fun video right here. Just a little background on the video. I had reached out to this for sale by owner, 9 o'clock in the morning. They did not answer their phone. I'd sent them a text message with the first name, right? I didn't leave a voicemail. Text message, first name. Her name was Caitlin. So Caitlin, question mark. Text message, first name, question mark. So Caitlin, question mark. I went on with my calls and stuff. Probably 15 minutes later, she had called back. However, I was already on with another prospect, so I couldn't answer the phone. So I reached back after I got off of that phone call. I had reached back out to Caitlin, and I got her voicemail. And so I said, "Hey, Caitlin, this is Shane. I'd reached out to you earlier. Appreciate you calling me back. Sorry I missed your call. Give me a shout back when you have a minute. Would love to chat with you." And I hang up. So this call starts off, and most of the time when I'm calling for sale by owners, I do not open with a name like you would in circle prospecting. In this particular one, since we had gone back and forth a few times, we had played phone tag. I answered the phone. "Hey, Caitlin, how you doing?" It sounds like I already know this lady. However, this is the very first time I've ever spoke with her. Right? And then pay close attention to the rapport I build through the beginning. Now, she was jokingly, like at one point in the beginning, she said something like, well, I know what your goal is, or I know what you're trying to do, or whatever. And I deflect that. I deflect it, kind of joke past it and keep it moving. By the end of the call, pay close attention to the end of the call. When I go to set the appointment, she pushes back, says, "I don't know if I trust you yet. Like, I've never met you. Don't know if I trust you. Not sure if this is something that I want to do." Pay attention to how I get the appointment anyway, right? This lady's guard was on high alert. If I had not built that rapport with her in the beginning of the call, I would not have got this appointment. No question in my mind. Absolutely would not have got this appointment, but I built enough fun rapport with her that I was able to get the appointment and ultimately ended up getting the listing. So hope you guys enjoy. Hey, Caitlin.
Hey, how are you doing? It's Shane, right?
It is. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. Did you have a good Fourth?
Absolutely did. I bought $3,000 worth of illegal
Ah, there you go. So we took the girls out on the Chowan River, and I have a 10 and a 13-year-old. So we dragged them around on a tube until they were good and tired, and then came back to our house and we did fireworks and a cookout, and just spent time down on the pier watching the sun go down. So we had a good time.
Here in the Troy River, but we were on the river tubing and everything all day too.
There you go. There you go. Kindred spirits. So I've been meaning to. No, not at all. I do list a lot of houses. I have a lot of fun with it. But no, I was reaching out. I saw it had been on the market for, and let me pull it back up here because it looks like a nice place. How long have you guys been in that? 2 years. Okay. You aren't military shipping out? I thought that season was already passed, right? Or no?
And it's staying in the house forever.
Okay.
But then all of a sudden, I went to that drive-through safari park where they have llamas. And I was like, holy shit, I have to have llamas now. So I bought 7 acres impulsively to buy llamas.
Nice. Oh, I love it. You and my wife are kindred spirits. She is spur of the moment. Let's just do it kind of girl. So.
Well, look, you know what? You only got one life to live.
That's right. Absolutely.
So just do it the way you want to do it.
Let's see. And I'm kind of a little bit the same way. I'm a skydiving instructor. I've been jumping out of airplanes for 25 years. And then I fought in the Richmond Tough Man competitions at the Coliseum there a few years in a row. I do CrossFit. Primarily I'm a dad and I sell a lot of real estate, but I tend to try and get my bucket list stuff done while I'm still young enough to have fun doing it rather than late in life.
I was just saying last weekend, I was like, I just really want to skydive. I just feel like that's something I gotta do. So
Well,
maybe that's where you came from.
that's absolutely where I came from. We can. So I took my wife jumping last year, year before. She has horrific vertigo, and so she was really scared to go jump the first time, and she finally did. And I took her on a tandem jump, and she absolutely loved it. It was the thrill of her life. However, by the time she hit the ground, her head was sideways, and she was ill the whole rest of the day. So
Oh
she'll
man,
probably never jump again. But the one time was just amazing for her. I've got around 3,000 skydives now in the 25 years I've been doing it.
holy moly,
So lots and lots of fun.
that is pretty awesome.
Yeah. So what's the master plan? You going to build your dream home on the 7 acres?
I'm just gonna throw a double wide on it.
Nice. Let's go.
You know, I just am
Spend
like,
that money on llamas, right?
exactly.
Llamas and fencing and a barn. Right. Llamas, fencing, a barn, like, make that money stretch.
Exactly, exactly. And you know, that's why I'm for sale by owner. Do you have any idea how many llamas 15 grand can buy?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A lot. For sure, a lot.
And we have done several for sale by owners. So, you know, if you did happen to have a buyer for me, I'm not too much of a pain in the ass.
Not a problem. Not a problem. With all the listings that I just closed on one today. And I've got another one going live later this week over in Colerain, and then one going live in Edenton next week. So I'm sitting on 13 listings right now. So I do get a lot of sign calls on my listings, and a lot of times it's not a good fit. My particular house isn't. So, I love making these connections with people because you never know what might come up down the road. You may get fed up with the process and decide to throw your hands up and cry mercy. And you'll already have me in your back pocket at that point, or I may come across a buyer and we can do business that way. So you never know.
You never know.
That's right.
You're right. I throw my hands up because I mean, you know, especially with our situation,
Right.
because we have to have a buyer who understands that we're gonna need to finish our house.
Right. Right.
So, I'm gonna have to do a lease back most likely.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's definitely gonna take the right buyer who has a similar situation
Mm-hmm.
and knows that,
Oh, for sure. For sure.
which is why we have spent 2 weeks on the market, because we have had several calls and offers, but unfortunately everybody wants us to get out right now. I just can't do that with 100 chickens.
Right. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. What have you guys done to the place since you bought it 2 years ago?
Oh my goodness. We removed a wall.
Okay.
We redid all the carpet. That was about 8,000. We added square footage. We did a bonus room addition
Okay.
upstairs that has a mini split in it.
Okay.
We redid the whole kitchen. The whole kitchen was gutted and redone, with the exception of we kept the refrigerator because we can't agree on a refrigerator.
Sounds like a typical household.
Yeah. So, man, I can't even think off the top of my head. I'm at
All
work
the
right
stuff.
now. But we added a shed.
Okay.
We extended the fence because it was a very, we added a 2 rail fence and
Okay.
reinforced welded wire.
Right.
That keeps the chickens in.
Yeah.
Goodness, I can't think of anything else. I have a long list of all the stuff we've done to it.
Well, hell, you may have put some of that down. I'm looking, show more. What's new? Updated lighting, fence, 2 rail, reinforced welded wire, water heater with booster, carpet. New HVAC. Has that been put in yet or not yet?
Not yet. We're still waiting on it. It's been ordered. We're just waiting on them to call us and tell us when they can come do it. Because when we bought the house, there was no central air.
Oh my God.
So,
what was there? Like
was that?
baseboard heaters? Like what did they have? Baseboard heaters and
should say none of the HVAC was operational.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
HVAC was operational, so we really just, because we have been putting so much money into the house, and
Right.
that was kind of like a thing that we could wait on. We've just been using AC units and
Yeah.
heaters during the winter, but then we were like, well, I'm not going to do that to someone else to put that.
Right.
So let's just go ahead and get the AC done.
Who did you end up going with on the AC?
Storage company.
Okay. All right. Were they reasonable?
Absolutely. So I believe that our total with them is 11,000, and B&M their quote was 27,000.
Okay. Very nice.
The gap there.
Yeah. Yep. Awesome.
So
All right. Well, let me do this. I want to send you over my resume so you can meet me on paper. What's a good email for you? LLL@gmail.com.
that's me.
Awesome. Awesome. Sounds good. All right. When we get off here, I'm going to send you over the resume so you can meet me on paper.
Sounds good.
I'm going to be out that way Wednesday evening. I've got an appointment at 1 o'clock, a listing appointment. Would it be possible to slide through maybe 4 or 5 o'clock and meet you guys and see the place?
Oh no. I don't know if I trust you yet, Shane.
I'll bring a skydiving sticker with me. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Now I am
You know, I'm gonna have to think about it. 'Cause
okay.
I know what the end game is.
Well, ultimately the game is I want to meet you guys. I want to see the place and see where I can offer assistance. Right. So that quite frequently, more often than not, that results in you having somebody that you can bounce stuff off of if you get a contract that comes in and you aren't sure about some aspect of it. You know, you have a fresh set of eyes that can look at it, somebody that does this all the time. Or if you need a good contractor and your guy isn't available, I've got a whole pocket full of those. A lot of times it does not turn into a listing. Matter of fact, 9 out of 10 times it doesn't turn into a listing. I would like to list your house. There's no secrecy in that, but I'd like to sell it as well if I come across the buyers. So, meeting you guys is just a step in that direction.
Yeah, one of the main reasons that we do decide to go for sale by owner is because so many of our family, even some of them, own their own brokerages.
Gotcha.
And it's like,
here locally?
I love you all, and I don't know
Oh, of course. That's right.
One in Virginia.
Okay.
And then we've got, I did let a family member list our last house, but it actually ended up not even working out, and then we successfully sold it for sale by owner.
Isn't it funny how that happens?
And it's hard because, I don't want to hurt anybody I love's feelings by not choosing them. And then at the same time, I don't want something to go wrong, and then I don't like you anymore.
Well, I tell you, I actually forgot. Today's Tuesday, right?
Is it Tuesday?
Is today Tuesday or Monday? I'm completely lost. Today's Tuesday, right?
It is Tuesday.
My appointment is day after tomorrow. My appointment's on Thursday, so I couldn't do tomorrow 4 to 5 anyway. So what I can do is, if it's okay with you, I'll just pencil you in and then touch base with you, maybe text you Thursday morning. And if it looks like it's okay for me to stop by and meet you guys Thursday evening about 5 o'clock, then we'll go for it.
All right. Sounds good. You shoot me a text, and I'll be looking out for that email as well.
Awesome. That'll be over to you in about 5 minutes.
All right. Awesome.
Thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate you calling me back.
Absolutely. I hope you have a good night.
You as well.
Thanks.
Bye. What a good FSBO call.